If I tell you one more time, I will shoot you. Move! Say move! Move! When it's done, huh? I'll shoot you. Get down! You push me, huh?
Every year, thousands of refugees travel from war-torn countries, seeking asylum for a better life on Canadian ground. We can realize many children to tortured by the fire of war. When we were enjoy our life and receive education, children who were same as we had less education and experienced poverty, disease, and war. Whether boy or girl, children were created by army group or volunteering joining the army group, and used as fighters, suicide bombers, or sexual purpose. Unfortunately, many of child soldiers will believe that army group offer their best chance to survival because the army group provide life conditions to them. Child soldiers were unable to have their human rights in their land and suffer many other from violence. More than 60 countries involve child soldiers into army conflict. In the last 30 years, there are no exact number of child soldiers died producing any report. Children who live in conflict areas deprived of basic needs such as food, clothes, articles of daily use, medical assistance, and education, which has several and lasting impact on their development. For years, UN has listed Burma as a persistent violator of children's rights. Children recruited by army group in the country. Avoid international condemnation. The government signed an action with the UNI in 2012 to stop recruitment. However, children continue to enter the army by kidnap and threatened. Many children deployed as adults and they are using to carry weapons, detonate landmines, and working as porters. Children were lucky to escape from the army group. However, they forced to hide somewhere because military police will come to arrest him and threaten their family. Thousands of children across Burma are harmed by a system that offers sense access to education, few vocational training opportunity, and no social protection.
Many articles of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights are violated by the use of child soldiers. The first is Article 3, which states that everyone has the right to life, liberty, and security of person. This is very obviously violated by the fact that child soldiers do not have liberty or security, and their lives are at a daily risk without their consent. The use of child soldiers is also a clear violation of Article 4, that no one shall be held in slavery or servitude. Slavery and the slave trade shall be prohibited in all their forms, as well as Article 5, that no one shall be subjected to torture or to cruel, inhumane, or degrading treatment or punishment. The violations overlap in that child soldiers are forced into essentially being slaves to those who recruited them, and said recruiters treat them cruelly and inhumanely. Article 18, which says that everyone has the right to freedom of thought, conscience, and religion. This right includes freedom to change his religion or belief, and freedom, either alone or in community with others, and in public or private, to manifest his religion or belief in teaching, practice, worship, and observance, is also being violated, as being used as a soldier takes away the children's rights to their own thoughts or consciences, and often their religion as well. The treatment of child soldiers is a violation of Article 25, that everyone has the right to a standard of living adequate for the health and well-being of himself and his family, including food, clothing, housing, and medical care, and necessary social services, and the right to security in the event of unemployment, sickness, disability, widowhood, old age, or other lack of livelihood in circumstances beyond his control. The children are not given living standards anywhere near adequate for their health and well-being by the simple fact that they are forced into active combat zones and no care is given towards their safety. The last right being undeniably violated is Article 26, which states that everyone has the right to education. Child soldiers are not given educations, and those who had educations before being forced into recruitment are forced to give them up. The international community is doing many things to end the involvement of child soldiers in combat. Many organizations are working to monitor combat zones and are trying to bring any child soldiers that they find back to their families and to help them recover from the mental trauma. Groups such as Amnesty International are also working to tighten up gun laws to stop them from being accessed by the battlefields where child soldiers are fighting. Peace Direct funds for peace builders to rescue these children and give them back their childhood, and Child Soldiers International advocates for the release of child soldiers and pushes for the accountability for the ones who use them.
Watch Out is the organization which is to provide poverty reduction, education, and to defend their right to children all over the world. They help children whose lives have been torn apart by conflict. The activity which they do, such as provide protection for women and children, assess the education, and provides opportunity for children and young. They are building relative safety environment and try to protect child and women. It helps reduce the population of children and women to participate into army group because they be provided fundamental right, and the organization provides survive condition to them. Women and children keep away from war and they have chance to do what they want, free to follow their dreams.
If I tell you one more time, I will shoot you. Move! Say move! Move! When it's done, shoot you! Get down! You push me, huh?